Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to teach you how to craft a compelling introduction for IELTS Writing Task 1. As you know, you can encounter several types of questions in IELTS Writing Task 1 that may require you to describe a line graph, table, bar chart, pie chart, diagram, and more. However, the technique for writing an introduction is similar across all these tasks. We'll explore the Band 9 method for writing a Task 1 introduction and review several examples for different tasks. I'll also show you how to use information from your question card effectively. Here is a general technique for writing a stellar introduction. First, state what your graph shows. Next, indicate the time period. Finally, list any countries or other names mentioned in your question card. Remember to keep your introduction concise. 1 or 2 sentences will suffice. Whether you're describing a graph or a diagram, this technique is applicable to all IELTS Writing Task 1 questions. Writing a good introduction is crucial, as it sets a tone for the entire essay and gives the examiner a first impression of your writing skills. Let's ensure you excel in this. Let's look at our first example. We can see that the type of this question is describing bar charts. The very first thing you need to do when writing an introduction is to read your question card. The question card is a short text that accompanies your graph and explains it in more detail. You will always get a question card for any IELTS writing task. So let's read our question card. The graphs below give information about computer ownership as a percentage of the population between 2012 and 2023, and by the level of education for the years 2012 and 2023. Remember our ideal introduction formula. Write what your graph shows and for what period of time. In this case, the graph shows 2 pieces of information. 1. Information about computer ownership as a percentage of the population. 2. Information about computer ownership by level of education. The time period is from 2012 to 2023. So here's how I wrote the introduction. The bar charts show data about computer ownership, with a further classification by level of education, from 2012 to 2023. Take a look at the general structure of my introduction. First, I mentioned the type of graph, in this case, a bar chart. Then I explained what my bar charts show, in this case, data about computer ownership. Finally, I indicated the time period. Notice how I used paraphrasing to avoid repeating the question card verbatim. Instead of saying, the graphs below give information about, I wrote, the bar charts show data about. To mention the second piece of information, level of education, I wrote, with a further classification by level of education. Finally, when indicating the time period, instead of the original expressions between 2012 and 2023, I simply wrote from 2012 to 2023. Paraphrasing is very important for a good introduction. Before we move to the next example, I want to equip you with more paraphrasing vocabulary. First, let's look at introductory expressions. These expressions are the first words of your introduction. Here are some examples. The graph, or chart, or table, or diagram gives information about, provides information about, shows, illustrates, represents, depicts, gives reason why, only if the graph provides a reason for something, explains why, only if the graph provides an explanation for something, compares, only if several items are compared. Pay attention to the word compare. You can say, compare something in terms of something. For example, the charts compare two cities in terms of the number of employed people. Or compare something in Year 1 and Year 2. For example, the graph compares the population in 2000 and 2013. Now, let's look at more paraphrasing techniques. You can rewrite a phrase by using the word how. For example, shows the number of people is equivalent to shows how many people, or depicts changes in spending on is equivalent to depicts how much spending on. Additionally, you can use synonyms. For example, replace number of with quantity of, spending with expenditure, rate with percentage, information with data, change with increase, decrease, or variation, share with portion, and place with site. These phrases often appear in IELTS Writing Task 1, so this list of synonyms should be very useful. Now, let's see how we can apply paraphrasing to time periods. Look at these common ways to list a time period and their paraphrases. From 2013 to 2023. Between 2013 and 2023. In 2013. In the year 2013. In 2013 and 2023. In 2013 and 2023 respectively. In the years 2013 and 2023. Well done. Now you know all the tricks to starting a Band 9 essay for IELTS Writing Task 1. Let's go through one more example to make sure we remember all these techniques. Here is a second example of an IELTS Writing Task 1 question. In this task, you need to describe pie charts. Let's try to write an introduction for this task. As usual, we start by reading the question card. The two pie charts below show the online shopping sales for retail sectors in England in 2017 and 2019. Here's how I wrote my introduction. The two pie charts compare the percentages of online shopping sales in England for different retail sectors: electronics, food and beverages, home furnishings, and video games in the years 2017 and 2019. Let's examine the introduction that I wrote. Firstly, does it correspond to the Band 9 introduction formula? Yes, it does. From reading this introduction, we can understand what our graph shows. In this case, percentages of online shopping sales. And for what period of time? Years 2017 and 2019. Now let's examine how I used synonyms here. In the original question card, we had the word show, which I replaced with compare. Then I paraphrased online shopping sales to percentages of online shopping sales. Also, instead of writing for retail sectors, I wrote for different retail sectors. Finally, I changed the expression in 2017 and 2019 to in the years 2017 and 2019. Additionally, I used extra information from the graph to write a more detailed introduction. In our pie charts, we are given the names of retail sectors: electronics, food and beverages, home furnishings and video games. So I included these names in parentheses in my introduction right after mentioning retail sectors. Don't forget to look closely at your graph and use all the names that appear in your introduction. That's it. I hope you now have a better sense of how to write a Band 9 introduction for your IELTS Writing Task 1. Remember the introduction formula, the list of useful synonyms, and paraphrasing techniques. Thank you very much for watching this lesson. You've done a great job and learned a lot. I wish you good luck in your IELTS preparation and hope to see you soon in the next video.